Welcome back everyone to the Hello World Guy, and in today's video we are going to create a great looking rocket trail for our rocket using some advanced VFX techniques provided in the HDRP pipeline. And because our particle system are not perfectly functioning, so we are going to implement it using this way. And actually I have already done that, and I'm just going to show you what kind of nodes you will need to make that kind of graph. So first of all, what you need to do is I have created a folder here called VFX, which actually happens to contain all of these assets that we copied from the HDRP when trying to make our particle system work, but it didn't actually work. So I have added another. So just go ahead here and hit right click and create a go under here and try to find visual effects and create a visual effect graph here. I have just called it rocket trail, and then double click to open it up. Now it should open up in a separate window like this, and you should see something like this. It won't exactly be like this because I have already made the changes. Actually, to show you what I am going to do is I'm going to create a new I'm actually going to just select this and rename it to something like old, and I'm going to just to demonstrate, I'm going to create a new visual effect graph here by going under visual effects and creating a new graph called rocket trail. All right, after adding that, I'm going to open this graph, and what you should see is something like this. Now in here you can see we have got a preview here, and if I go under my default, you can see we've got a bunch of things here actually. The point is that in you will, if you have selected anything, you will be seeing its preview down here. So I'm just going to move this up, and you can see this is what our graph currently looks like. This is what yours will look like by default, provided you have the same HDRP version. And just to test, we are going to now change these values here in order to make it look like something like this that I already got here. So instead of showing you everything from scratch, I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what we have got with this. So what you should see when you start the thing, what you should see is a something like a a spawn. These are kind of nodes, and each these are kind of made into groups. So the whole particle system is composed of these groups, and each of these groups has got like a separate kind of a bunch of nodes inside of it. So each of the nodes does something, and in order to add nodes, all you need to do is right click and hit create block, and then just search for whatever block you want. For example, set a color, uh, and I'm just going to show you which nodes that I have added and which I have removed. So first of all, the first phase is the initialized particle phase in here, and of course the first is the actual spawn system. So in here I have set the rate to be 70, and you can set it to whatever you want depending on how much particles you actually want to appear. I have set the rate to be 70 as well, and in the initialized particle node, I have set that to be 70 as well, the capacity. So after both of these are set, I'm going to go, everything is default, and in the set velocity random, I have set the x and the z velocity to range from negative 0.5 to 0.5, while the y velocity is from 2 to 5. So this kind of leads to it looking like this. Now in the set lifetime random, I have got a lifetime from 0.2 to 0.5 seconds, which is pretty good. You can set it to whatever you like. And then I have added a special node here called set color random. And what this node does is that you give it two colors, and it automatically picks a color between those two for the other, for this thing here for each particle. So you can just use this to have a really nice kind of effect. Now in the output, this update particle is empty, and in the output particle quad node, which is the actual rendering node, all I have done is I have added a circle image. You can just download one online, an image of a plain circle, or you can create one in Photoshop or something like that, and just use that as the main texture here instead of the default one, which kind of looks really bad. And for the set size over life, I have just move these sliders around. So I have this was by default here. I have moved it up and moved this up as well to give it a little larger size. All right, and if in the set color over life, I have changed the mode from color and alpha as it was before, which led to this. I have changed it from color and alpha to just alpha, which now looks like this, and that's pretty awesome. It gives kind of a nice fading effect. So yeah, this is all the properties that I have got, and if you implement the same, you should get a this kind of effect. You can of course tweak these to your own need. Now after doing that, all you need to do is you need to go under the rocket prefab, the actual prefab, and what you need to do is you need to basically have this rocket trail at the exact position that your particle system was before, and that should cause it to look like this. I did have to scale it down quite a bit, as you can see here, and these are the rotation I used for it. And I need to scale it down because the default particle was like massive, and I had to scale it down to 0.015. So you can scale it down as well. You can maybe make it 0.0102 if you want to have a little larger particle system. And after you have done that, that looks pretty awesome. So what you need to do is just disable this rocket trail so that it's not played by default. And in the rocket script that we have got, all I have done is I have changed this trail object from a particle system to a game object, and we just set it to active instead of playing it. And if you do that and you hook up the actual rocket trail in the trail object, then what you should see is a working rocket trail system. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I will see you in the next one, in which we will start a new series. So if you've got some cool ideas for the new series, then let me know in the comments. I will make sure to kind of implement those. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And just to show you what this looks like, you can see that okay, I don't know if you noticed the particle, but it did appear for a very short while. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. So make sure to like and subscribe, and leave me some ideas in the comments, and bye.